guys, in this video we're talking about 5 healthy habits that helped me lose weight and also helped me keep it off for over 15 years now. So like you, I have been on this weight loss journey, and now it's been over 15 years ago that I went through a period of time of trials and errors, and it took a while for me to realize what really worked and what didn't work. So it's not only that implementing these habits helped me lose weight and how things were looking on the outside, it also helped me realize that these healthy habits helped me feel better physically and mentally. I started implementing these changes on daily basis, and they became part of my life. So the number one habit that I have been implementing for over 15 years now is that I do some sort of exercise on daily basis, whether it's walking outside for an hour or it's some yard work. Honestly, I'm not a fan of gyms, so I don't spend much time inside the gym. I don't like that, but if the weather is bad and I have no other choice, I will go and walk on treadmill, do some strength exercise. And really, by doing some sort of exercise on daily basis, it really helps my mind, and it helps me calm my anxieties. It boosts the dopamine and the endorphins, and overall makes me happier and healthier. And so by making me feel better, I really crave that exercise. So I implement some sort of exercise on daily basis for that reason. So over a period of time, me realizing that that really helps in my overall well-being, improving my mental health and my physical health, it really helped me crave that exercise. And I can tell you, when I don't do any exercise, I kind of feel sluggish and I don't have as much energy, and my sleep might or might not be affected by it. But when I'm doing some sort of exercise, especially outside, I feel like my sleep is improved as well. So this brings me to my second point, and that is that I spend some time, I prefer to spend some time during the day outside, doing some sort of exercise outside, or at least maybe drinking my coffee and listening to birds singing, and leaves moving, and the wind, in the air. And it's just really calms me down, because this is all like a little puzzle, and also like a little chain reaction. Because if you keep your stress levels down and you keep your cortisol levels down, then you feel better. When you feel better and you keep those cortisol levels down, you are less hungry and you have less cravings, and therefore you might lose some weight as well. So it's really important to pay attention to our stress levels. So for me, that's really going outside, enjoying the outside, enjoying the sunshine, especially, of course, when there's no sunshine. Sometimes, like today, it's pouring rain outside and it's cloudy all day. I have no choice, but the first sun ray that comes out, I love to enjoy that, and that really boosts my mood, and it boosts my energy, and also decreases my cravings. So spending some time outside really helps me with overall maintaining the weight loss. Also, vitamin D from sun is so important, and you can get that just from being 10 or 15 minutes outside. The little vitamin D that you can get from that short period of time is really important, and it shows that benefits of supplements are not as nearly as effective. The third important habit that I learned over time, that I felt was very important for my well-being and me, my cravings and my weight loss, is that I needed my sleep. So I really need to get 7 or 8 hours of sleep every night for me to feel good the next day, to feel rested. And I can really feel the difference when I'm not rested, when I didn't get enough sleep. And sometimes that not getting enough sleep is really from mainly being stressed. If you're anxious about something, if you're tossing and turning at night and you're not getting enough sleep, then the next day, really, this hunger hormone just is out of whack. You're just craving all kinds of things, and sometimes it's burgers and fries, like heavy carbs, fatty foods. The body is totally out of whack. So you're actually decreasing your hunger by increasing your sleep. Especially if you have young children, you're needed 24/7. So if you can find some time to get that sleep, you'll be happier the next day and you'll be better for yourself and for that other person. It's really important that we save some time for ourselves and not just think about everybody else and we put ourselves last, because that's how we really pay the price. And we don't really even see what's happening, in that moment. We're just taking care of other people and we're just busy making everybody else happy. And then what happens to us? We get exhausted, we don't eat properly, we gain weight, and then we're not happy. So getting enough sleep, taking care of yourself is really one of the most important things on my list. The fourth one is that I try to eat as healthy as possible at each meal. So if you followed me before, you know that I love carbs. I eat carbs, and I don't want to deprive myself to that point that I'm just craving some things. When I see a piece of cake, that I'm so sad that I can't have it. But so I do allow myself to have some carbs first thing in the morning with my coffee. So that's just how I do it. And it shows that that's probably the least harmful time of the day when you can have some refined carbs like that. I drink, black coffee with some almond milk, and that's a little bit of sweet that I add. So if it can be some chocolate chip cookie, or maybe some little piece of cake or something like that with my coffee, and that makes me happy. And I like to have that in peace in the morning when I like to keep things as quiet as possible. Preferably, I sit outside and I enjoy my coffee and I listen to nature, and that's kind of my meditation for the beginning of the day. But then for the rest of the day, I follow Mediterranean diet, basically lots of fruits, veggies, olive oil, avocados, seafood, and some meat. That diet really shows that it's been the healthiest diet for centuries. For the rest of the day, I eat just fruits, veggies, some feta cheese. I cook my meals at home. I don't really eat any processed foods. I don't buy anything that's boxed, that's sitting on that shelf in the supermarket for days or weeks. I just shop at the perimeter of the store. So if you know how the stores are laid out, it's like your fruits, veggies, meats, some dairy or non-dairy products. I limit my dairy because I've become a little bit more sensitive to dairy, but also I just prefer almond milk. I don't know, it just tastes better in my coffee and in my smoothies. You are really skipping the middle um, of the supermarket with all the boxed processed things, all the snacks, all the canned goods. So as if you can make your meals at home and eat as fresh as possible, it's seasonal, um, then that's probably all you need to worry about. Just keep things as simple as possible. If you think about it, that you want to implement some healthy eating and you're keeping your healthy foods, your fruits and vegetables on your plate most of the time. And sometimes you can indulge and eat something that you like, that if you're at the birthday party or some other kind of celebration, that's okay. But then after that, you're getting back to your old eating habits, and that just has worked for me. And like I said at the very beginning, after a while you will feel that that is what your body is looking for, because of that feeling that once I tried implementing all these things and I saw how my health improved. I'm not, tired all the time. I'm not sluggish all the time. I have more energy. I am mentally happier. There were so many improvements in my skin also. And once I started feeling so good, really, I realized, okay, then this is the way I'm supposed to eat, and this is helping me. So why go to the bad habits of eating from these fast food chains and drinking all the sodas and having all these dessert drinks that are available in fast food chains and coffee chains. No, I just, once I eat that, I really feel so bloated and sluggish. It may give you some energy right away, but then it kind of just brings you down. So it's really driven by the feeling. So not so much how I looked and how I lost weight. And of course, it was nice to see that the jeans were fitting great again, but it's also the feeling, the boost of energy, the mood, the skin quality, all that really got much better, and that kept me going. And then number 5 is keeping a positive outlook. So not only that, I try to stay positive about everything, not sweat the small stuff, just try to be as happy as I can be and grateful and thankful for the small things, because I realized that that's just the only way to keep my mental health in check, because everything else would just pretty much bring me down, and I just don't want that to happen. But in relation to the weight loss, I think this is also very important, because if you are on this weight loss journey and you're changing your diet, you're trying to ditch all those fast foods and all those dessert drinks and sodas and chips and other snacks in the grocery stores, it might take a while for you to see the changes. I mean, you might see, some changes if you're really consistent. You might see some changes right at first, but then things might slow down a bit, and then you might feel discouraged. Oh, is this the right way for me? Is this the right diet for me? Am I on the right track? Or maybe you just fall off the wagon and you start eating like before, and then you say, oh, what is the point in all this? I just can't keep up with this. Well, I think having a positive outlook in all this is that you tell yourself that you're doing the best you can and you're taking the small steps and you are on this right path. Because I was like you at first. I tried protein shakes to lose weight. I tried some boxed foods that would come to my mail, and I would lose weight maybe for a month, and then I thought that, okay, now I lost weight, now I can go back to my old way of eating and the weight will just stay the same. Well, that's not how it happens. You have to keep up with that same routine. Otherwise, of course, the old habits will bring the old weight back. What really helps is just to choose the weight loss journey that you can stick with, that is more natural and that makes sense. For example, Mediterranean diet is full of good fruits and veggies and healthy, fresh foods. So it's not really that depriving, and it's something that makes this way of eating sustainable and good for long term. Otherwise, if I was on some strict diet that was only there for a week or two, I wouldn't be able to keep up with that. And so I really try to always encourage everyone to choose a type of eating that is natural to you, makes you feel better, and at the same time makes you want to eat that way. I hope this helps, guys. I really want us all to win at weight loss. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.